Hi, this week we've got news from Google, Disney+, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'm Natchi Lazarus, and this is the Connected Church News. Welcome. This is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news for this week is from Instagram, and Instagram is now 10 years old. As part of their 10th birthday celebrations, they announced multiple features. Some of it is design-based announcements, some of it is as deep as e-commerce announcements. One of the interesting things is their Stories map feature, which shows you privately, it shows you a map, and the map will show you all the places from which you posted a story if you have used a location sticker for the last 3 years. And you can also choose your custom icon for your phone, but the most important announcement is about their e-commerce facility, where they're bringing shopping into IGTV. In IGTV, there will be a new icon like a shopping bag, so you can have your IGTV video and people can click on that and buy the products. So I will list down all these features. Do check it out. Our next news is from Google. Earlier this week, Google Ads team announced improvements that they are making to attribution. Attribution is an important thing to pay attention to when it comes to advertising. Attribution is very simple. It's just the different journey, actions, or the path that your audience takes before they fulfill something that you want them to do in your advertising. Suppose you release an ad and you want them to buy a product or donate for a ministry or a non-profit cause. How did they go about doing that or taking that action? That is what attribution will tell you. Did they watch a video in between? Did they go to some web page? Did they click a button? Because this will help you understand how your campaign is performing and what is the behavior of your audience, so that next time you can improve, or even you can improve the current campaign. So that is why this announcement by Google is important. They have made significant expansion in the availability of data-driven attribution, and also they have made improvements to various attribution details. So maybe it's good for you to pass this information on to your media team and your marketing team within your nonprofit or ministry. Hi, I just want to take a minute to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already, so that you do not miss another episode. Thank you. Let's go to the next news item. Our next news is about LinkedIn. Earlier this week, LinkedIn released an article about how nonprofits can use their platform for growing. If you're a nonprofit or a ministry that has not considered LinkedIn as one of the key platforms, then this is an interesting article to look at, because it has some very good statistics. One of the statistics says there are 380 million plus donors on LinkedIn, 225 million plus volunteers, 220 million plus senior level influencers, and so on. So basically, LinkedIn says there are influencers and people on its platform that might help you grow your nonprofit or your ministry. So do check out these tips. LinkedIn also has added tips on how you can get started. I will link to all these details in the show notes. Do check it out. Our next news is from YouTube. Earlier this week, YouTube Music team announced that they are releasing new features for TV. YouTube Music has been rapidly adding new features and integrating the services into various devices and products, including Google Smart Speakers, Google Home, their Nest product, and even inside Google Maps and Waze. Now the music is actually integrated into that, and now they are adding all features and additional features on television. It's interesting to see how YouTube focuses a lot on television users, because obviously they are seeing the data of how much people use their TV screens, larger screens at home, to consume not only video but also music. So it's an interesting trend for ministries and nonprofits, especially because we are audio based, right? There's a lot of audio content on ministries, so it will be interesting to see how people consume your content on YouTube Music in their television sets at home. The final news of this week is an important one from Disney, and the announcement says earlier this week that the Walt Disney company is doing a major restructuring of their organization to focus on their direct-to-consumer digital streaming strategy. The announcement says the new structure designed to further accelerate the company's direct-to-consumer strategy in light of the rapid success of Disney Plus. And companies' creative engines will focus on producing content for direct-to-consumer as well as legacy platforms. So basically what Disney is saying is, look, the theatrical release model is not very effective, so we are going to focus on direct-to-consumer using streaming platforms, which is similar to what you and me do as non-profits and ministries, right? So I just wanted to bring this to your attention of the way in which this media space, this ecosystem is evolving. Of course, Disney's production and all that is at a different level, but when it comes to distribution, we all seem to be in a similar platform. We produce content, put it on a digital platform, and our consumers or audience are able to see it. It's the same for you, it's the same for me, and it's the same for Disney as well, of course in different scale, but I want you to see the pattern of how the future of media distribution is evolving, and companies like Disney are able to see that, and they're able to take a pivot and come towards this direction of digital and social media. Such exciting times. So it's important for you to notice this and be prepared for the future to use media in an effective way for your ministry. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate you taking the time. We've got your source links and the details in the news page, natchilazarus.com/news. Do check it out. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, you stay connected and stay blessed. God bless you. Bye-bye.